Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-dun-da-na-na-na-na. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun-na-na-na-na. Dun-dun-dun-dun-na-na-na. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Woo! I didn't peek. I didn't peek. I didn't peek. Welcome back, gods and goddesses. Gods and goddesses. I hope everybody is doing magnificente. This is that. By the way, that. By the way, podcadiciosicio. No, that didn't sound right. That podcadicioso. I like that. If I'm not mistaken, we are at number 177. 177. I want to say, well, first of all, I am your host with the least amount of mostness, Mr. Bush. I'm so glad to be back. I pulled my back. Something happened. I don't know what happened. It felt like my back was a transformer. It just like was in all areas. It was just broke down like a week and a half ago, and I was like, I was messed up. So I ended up missing 1 week, and then along came some pain and things, and I just got into a mindset, and I missed the second week, and I knew I had to get back. I get back today. A lot has happened. I don't know if I'll be able to talk about it all, but so much growth, so much new things, so many new things being shown to me. But more importantly, I'm really happy to be back with you all. I really am. Let me get a flow right quick. I'm really happy to be back. I don't know. I just feel like I want to talk my but there's nothing to really talk. I miss you all. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm here. Nothing bad happened or anything. I mean, other than me actually being injured. But yeah, I've been in good spirits, and like I always say, what happens is meant to make us stronger. It's meant to make us stronger. That's my baby. I think I hear again. So crazy. It's like late at night. So, but yeah, it's everything has been peachy. Don't get me wrong, but it's been exactly, I guess, what it needs to be. Yeah, exactly what it needs to be. So I am back. Don't worry, don't fret. I am back. Don't worry, don't fret. I am back. Don't worry, don't fret. I say I am back. Don't worry, don't fret. All right, cool. I'm just throw me in the meat label. Look, I don't need a beat for this. I'm just saying, I am me cleavelet, like I'm sharpened in all the right places. Even the tip of me got me feeling like I am a status in the status. Or maybe I'm just saying, some people need a PlayStation to connect to this WANs. Or maybe it's just a brother's. It's not as funny as the saying. But if you be a saying, then you turn to ape. I mean, then you need a full moon, but then you need a plate. Because then you had to, consume everything that hate. Nah, it shouldn't be that way because lunar cells don't always. We are like cellular sun, baby, you all day. Soldier babies, sun cells and sun walkers, sun eaters, sun drinkers, and all talkers. You know, sun warms the brain. When you stare at the sun, you can warm the sane. It's like a neuron heat injected. Some can be heat vision, but the heat perspective is just more eclectic when you feel like a segment. It's just more eclectic when you fill up a session, or you fill up a sentence, or you fill up a tank maybe, but you gotta think what came, baby. I feel like a message. I gotta be grateful. I gotta be greater than everything that relates to. I'm Bashik the A. Ooh. Call me the Anna Mana Pia because Anna had to go ahead and Pia on the side of the road. But then again, I had marijuana and I had to put it like Pia. All right. All right. All right. Thank God for the listeners. They go ahead and listen up. I'm thankful I got them. Yeah, I gonna listen up. I bliss and I shine. Put oil on my head. I make sure that everything, they know what I said. I try to clear up these rhymes. I try to clear up this mind. I try to clear up my time. I even try to clear up with time. But I barely even cook with it. But I work on my thighs. I see I'm alive. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how I count down. Even when I understand there is no doubt now. Look, I got some listeners and they listen. Don't need them to follow me, but I just need them to understand that they can follow art, that place that beats and beats like Free Spark is Bushwick. I want to keep hard, I keep smart. Everything is 3 charts away. It's funny how you can't even fall on your face. They say 9 lives is feline. I feel like my life is away, but this is by the way. So by the way, I might as well say it's like my life is a case. It's being lived out and erased, but not really though. It's really here to show me that I got more than a silly flow. I could take a mind and a timeline and then I could really go or jump back and hop into something else that's really slow. It's like my fear had me, but I put my fear in the ham cheese. And I don't even eat ham, see. Look, there's a whole lot of plan B. But really there's just a plan A. Everything to me is just a planet. And everything to me is just what that man say. I just want to have my damn way. Why you cursing? That sounds like you mad. It sounds like there's something dense in the density that was, sad. An emotion takes toll, burns like coal. Sometimes you even get cold when you don't even know. It's like, whoa. I'm back, baby. I want to give a shout out to my hustlers. I'm back, baby. I appreciate you all supporting me. I really do. I do apologize for, taking some time, but I'm back. I'm really back. I never really left, honestly. Never really left. It was my back, actually. But yeah, I hope everybody's been swell, fine, and dandy. I'm back for you all, and let's get it. Let me see. No, let me see how. My morning trying to take us to Planet BHC today. I feel it in me. I'm gonna just let it keep going and flowing and flowing and going, and we'll see. New listeners, welcome, 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 new listeners. Somebody put you on. They love you. They want you to be your best self. They care about you. So give them some clean water, a kind gesture, and show how you can be of service. I think that'd be the dopest way of moving through life. You'll thank me in time, for real. What else? I guess that's it, new listeners. I don't really have too much to, detail or anything. I just want you to enjoy yourself. I really hope you should be different by the end of this pod, and don't forget, I have some music out for you all, so you all should definitely go check up on that. I try to put the links down in the description, and I'm pretty sure the lyrics align with the pod. You know what I mean? I try to be me. And that's about it. But welcome. Get comfortable. If you close your eyes, if you get relaxed, if you light your candles, if you do your aerodynamics, aromatics. My bad. I say aerodynamics. If you do your aromatics, just relax. Do you? And I got this. All right. So you know what I love? I love how I don't know where I'm gonna go, right? But I know there's so much in me. There's always so much in me. How could it not be? But what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna massage your brain and my brain with some rhymes. Let's see what I got. All right, cool. This squeak is all I need. It's like when I speak and when I breathe, I release up all this heat. I don't like that I find things annoying, because I know those same things I can grow in. Some things, they hit you with a pain and you're growing. It's like, come on, dog. We ain't even watching Conan. All right, well, why'd you say that? All right, look, I be in my mind, but my mind is so connected. It's an emotional training that needs to organize and put it in a section. The mind is a crazy place, a deep place. The mind is like save me face. Relax your face. Relax your muscles. Where are you in your body? Do you feel the tussle? The fight to still hold the muscle when you were told to release the muscle. Still, you kind of ease the muscle. It takes time. The mind is a powerful place where for so long it has taken lies. Look, what's for me, I want to take mine. And if you're hungry, I want to, take five and give you a take five. I want to be the one to make illustrious and just add it to your take highs, or when you take highs. Some things, all right, cool. Don't waste time. Time is something that you never really have, but sometimes when it's your time, you gotta go ahead and grab. You gotta go and use your madge. And sometimes it's an ick, but that ick can be so sad. It's like, damn. But damn don't mean a thing. Not even a damn thing. You gotta ram things. You gotta do something that makes you feel more than handsome. It's like you gotta hand him or her whatever you see in the mirror. Whatever you do, don't fear. I feel like I am more than a cure. Look, I'm trying to go far. I'm trying to go far. I'm trying to just be me. I'm trying to relieve me. I'm trying to be smart. It's so hard to retort. It's so hard and not sweet. It's so hard and so tart. It's like you can't be me or being me. They just leave you with farts. They just leave you like Bart. But look, I caramba. Look, I caramba, but I don't want to. But there's a whole lot that'll make you feel like if they give you the right pressure, then it'll be a blunt too. Everything will be lit. Everything will be this. But will your stamina really have it? I really want to not damage you and show you that the candles of love is one thing about rambling, and it's something about handling an emotion and a thought that could get lost. You go so long that it's okay to cost. It's not that you have to pay for it. The price is what it savor it. I just want to make it make sense. Your smoothest kind of talk. Your talk is kind of lost. The same reason I thought that you wanted to be found. That thing on you is round. That thing on me is sound. I talk about a lot. No, I don't. I ain't a frown or afraid or a clown. What you say, it don't amount. I think I really got that from one of my rappers that's the favorite. One of the things about me is that I know there's so many things about me that's amazing. I know it sounds complacent, but no, it's not. I feel like you should wipe your nose. Your nose is snotty. No, you ain't got me. I feel like you don't know the sky. I don't know the plot, and it don't got me. So I hold a lot. It's like in my head and in my heart. So now when I release, it's like I blow a fart. It feels so good and release. It feels so good and light. I feel good and light. I know I'm hood and right. I know I'm actually in a hoodie at night and in a hoodie in day. Even feel like I'm good in my place. But see, a new displacement, a new faces is being made and you can't complain it. I feel like even if you did, it wouldn't make any conversation, make any changes. I feel like I'm complacent. No, I'm not though. I feel like I'm hot soap, rubbing and scrubbing and sudsing, because I got those, discrepancies and impurities. You try to sear my meat and you'll be like strapped with teeth, breaking, feeling like dairy. Damn, you coughing and choking on the blood. This guy right here is nothing to be put in the mud, not even from talks. Your mouth is too dirty. Your oral needs cleaning, cleansing. For surely, I feel I'm importing. Alright, cool. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? All right, 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 all right. I was doing some thinking, and the thinking I was doing was, as much as this is a pod, this isn't a detailing of my life in all ways. So that's one of the things I know that I try my best to like not make this a journal diary type deal. I try to come at a time where, like I always say, things are digested, things are and sometimes things are so exhilarating and new that I just want to share them with you all, even if I haven't like put it all together or understand it yet. And that's life, that's life. That's life. But but I think I'm into my Black Mamba era. I feel like move towards things that make you feel uncomfortable. When things get tight, things get challenging. Look at these moments like these are moments that are going to shape me. These are the moments that are going to alter me. It doesn't mean that everything has to be bad. Matter of fact, nothing is bad. It's only bad if you make it bad, if you allow it to be bad. It's your life, so you do what you need to do within it. So, with that being said, sometimes people just need some positivity in the equation, and that's just real talk. It's a lot of people that have children. That's nothing, it's a natural thing. And sometimes people can look at how this could be or feel like a burden, or be viewed as more weight of a burden, when in reality it's a gorgeous thing. But there are some challenges, there are some things and some tightnesses that come with it, and I completely understand and get it. But I would love to add some positivity to a lot of equations for a lot of people that are going through different things. And yes, things can come out a good and right way for you. I promise they can. I know they can. I think the most important thing is you doing what's best for you and continuing to better yourself. Continuing to stay in a certain frequency, a certain strength. Straightening your back, holding yourself up, moving correctly. Keeping yourself hydrated, keeping yourself nourished, keeping yourself challenged. Allowing yourself to be in environments where you can grow, and if not, make adjustments to allow yourself to have a sense of a homeostasis where you can find some type of growth. And always remember to transmute anything that adds pressure or pain for it to make you better, make you stronger. And one of the dopest things and most important things is your central nervous system. Getting an opportunity to calm it. One thing I like, and I noticed about people that told me about my voice, they told me you have a very calming voice, and I was like, oh my God, I appreciate that. And it's so funny. I feel like people can sleep on my voice, but it's not in a bad way, Yeah, it's not in a bad way. I don't take it in a bad way at all. But yeah, we got to Viltrumite it, we got to Viltrumite it. You know what I mean? Like, things should make you stronger, and what's tough is something for you to look around and notice, like, okay, the universe, something is here to make me better. This isn't my time to break down. This is my time to not show up. This is my time. This isn't my time to complain. This is my time to do what is needed of me in these moments. And that's whatever that could be for you in those moments. Yeah. So, but I really hope she's okay. I feel like I just heard her. I do hear my baby. And let me tell you about my baby. And it's not to allow her. I hope somebody gets to her. I really. No, she's just going. I know if I stop, it's gonna be. I really didn't want to stop. I know she's okay. It's a little tough to keep going. I'm gonna try to keep going. I know she'll calm down. She's with her mom. I know she's okay. But look, let me tell you all about my daughter, man. Okay, so first of all, she's amazing. She's smart. She's I don't even know what the word to say. Like the little girl she's everything. But one thing I've realized lately, I'm actually about to turn things up with her as far as not treating her like a baby. And then I can get more out of her. I know that she's been playing me a little bit. And it made me feel away. I'm not gonna lie. It really did make me feel away when you get played by your 1-year-old daughter. But yeah. And I guess if you are like wondering like how she play you, she knows how to do certain things while acting like she didn't know how to do those things with me. And it's like, okay. So basically, I found out she knows how to brush her teeth. To you all, that may seem very small. To me, I was brushing her teeth for her. I found out for the last couple months, she's been brushing her teeth by herself with her mom in the bathroom. But when I'm in the bathroom with her in the morning, I brush her teeth for her, and didn't even know that she knew how to, like, you know. I'm like, this little girl. And yeah, it's so much about her. There's something else I want to say, but I don't want to give her business away. So I'm just gonna yeah. But I can definitely say she has put me in a situation, and sometimes I guess even talking about it is gonna make me eventually probably even talk about it. And it's not that it's super crazy, but I'm gonna just say this right now, and maybe if I touch on it later, I will. But well, I guess I have to give context because now it'll sound weird, possibly. But yeah, it'll sound weird. All right, so look. So basically, my daughter. Oh my, this is so funny. All right, so for the last week, one of my daughter's mother's friends came to stay with us, and the woman, she has a son. I'm not gonna say the boy's name. In a way, I kind of have to because it's a part of what is being said, but no, I don't. Basically, long story short, everybody been spending time with each other in the house and stuff, and my daughter has a crush on him, and it's funny because like she learned how to say his name, and then she learned how to call out to him, and then she checks for him in the house all the time, and then it's just so funny. It's hilarious. And there's just random times now where she just like, just calls out to him, says hi, in his name. And it's just so funny because she can't say his name the right way. She says something else. And it's just hilarious. We just hear this her rendition of this name all day long. And it's just funny. It's really, truly funny. Like when you really think about it. I'm into the psyche of a little girl, and it's just so funny. Um, but it's it's me and my bloodline. I could tell. I could tell. Me and my bloodline is a very natural, freaky kind of bunch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Her mom was telling me that she actually wasn't even like into like any type of boys or anything until much later in life. And she was like, even to like after 14. And I remember something specific. All right, this is another thing so funny. So my daughter is in swim class, right? So her last class, um, I didn't swim in that one with her. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I didn't actually. I didn't. Because I remember actually sitting back and watching. So her last class, it was just her and one other person, which is my girl's friend as well, who has a daughter, and it was just those two in class. And I was sitting back in the chairs, for the visitors, and her mother was there, and me and her mother are really cool. We talk all the time, so we were sitting there talking, and it was so funny because I'm looking down, and it's just them two in the class. Now there's more people in the class, but they didn't show up, so it's just them two occupying the pool with in this section with the instructor. And I was thinking about when I was a kid. I used to come home and I used to tell my mom that there was two scenarios that I used to always wish would happen. I used to wish that I would come to class and it would just be me and my teacher and nobody else, like nobody else at all, just me and my teacher, and we could just spend the whole day together, right? And then there was the other wish I had was I used to wish I would get a day where none of the boys showed up and it was just me and me, my teacher, and all the girls in the class, and we could spend the day together. And I was just thinking about how that's when I was a little boy. That's what I used to wish. And then I was looking at her life and what her life is, and she's just in her swim class with her best friend. And I was just thinking about it. It was just funny how my mind just like looked at that situation, just laughed, or found something funny about it. But yeah, she's amazing. She's we get ready to go anywhere, or we're going for a walk, and she brings me my shoes and she brings me my keys. Like she knows how to go in the drawer, open up, get the keys out. She knows. Well, she'll choose which shoes, and then she'll just bring them to me. And the little girl, she's just so intrinsic. I love that little thing. Like, oh, I love that little thing. But yeah, everything's smooth, great, copacetic. I'm loving being a parent. Now, I will say. So, like I said, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, my back blew out, right? At one point I was stuck on my floor and I couldn't move any part because every portion was like an agony pain. Like my spine was broke type, But apparently, in 3 days, I got back right good. And everything was back smooth and copacetic to a degree, I was thankful. I didn't know what happened. I went to the doctor. My doctor didn't know what happened. He just, whatever. So we're just going to move forward. And I'm just thankful. I was like incapacitated, you all. Like I couldn't do anything. I was stuck on my floor. It took me a few times. I got up a few times, but it was agonizing pain. Yeah, I don't know why I'm always going through some things like this, but hey, they will not bring me down. Nah, they won't bring me down. I got this, you all. I really do. I really do. I really do. All right. Now, let's see. Where can I go with things? How do I know some things? I've been gone for 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? That's like crazy, crazy. 177. That's where we at now. It's alright. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It is alright. It is alright. It is alright. I'm not gonna make it a bad or sad thing. You know, I realize everything does happen for a reason. So there's a reason. You know, maybe you all needed a break from me. Who knows? Maybe I needed a break. I definitely enjoyed my time away. I enjoyed my time here and my time back. So, you know, but, I don't know. I feel like weirdly I have to talk about me being like almost diarying myself, because right now I'm in a different podcaster type view. You know, I'm not coming from where I usually generate. Life is changing for me right now, and it's getting different for me right now. And to be honest with you, it's a little weird for me right now. And because things are changing, because growth is happening, I'm processing it, and it's taking time to process. But I do understand that I'm processing, because I've grown enough to understand that, okay, this whole disorientated, completely ripped apart essence of newness is a new version of me that I have to assimilate to. You know, this isn't where I'm used to coming from. I'm at a place where I'm older now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wiser. I understand things. Life around me is growing in a certain way, a certain light. So, you know, when it comes to my listenership, I have to give a different perspective now of what, you know. And one thing I can definitely say, and this is maybe for people like, just for anybody, honestly. If you understand life, then you understand what I'm talking about. I understand, like, now how everything that I say and do affects and is connected with all versions of time, even in the future. You know what I mean? So, I know that right now, what I do around or in front of the youth, or whatever the case may be, it affects what goes into their psyche, what goes into their conscious, that helps or adds to the pot of what it is that they come to be. And I think it's important for us to not only it's important for us to use our voice correctly, use our light properly, you know, use our platforms properly. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're gonna learn or look up how to make a baby, you should look up how to give birth to one completely, the entire birthing process. I think that's something that's very important for men, young boys. Uh, Young boys should definitely look up to see how it is to help God push out a baby, help and understand how the process of how to, you know, cut the umbilical cord and tie and stop up blood and certain things for both the baby and the woman, and how to be as clean as possible. Like, these are things that we need to use our voice to remind and bring light to certain things, you know, so that we as a people could be a better and a stronger people rather than an unbalanced people, you know. We can be so much more, but we lack certain knowledge, certain mindset, certain mindfulness, when we could be so much more mindful. But, you know, that comes into the TV, the music, conversations, the status quo of what life is, that we as a people have to not only uplift but uphold. You know, we gotta learn how to edit ourselves. We have to learn how to edit what hurts us, and then we have to make attempts to, emit a difference with the mindfulness of something new and different being the result, just by using our mind, using our discipline, using our willpower, and then truly seeing the power of humanity. You know, truly seeing the power of whatever it is that we are or claim to be. And just lately, I just find myself feel like I'm talking through time, not just now and today. I feel like whatever I do and say, I'm like 10 years from now. You know, these words will have to represent me to some degree, even though growth and all of that is definitely should be patiently placed upon me. We definitely have a lot of expanding, growth, understanding, uncovering to do in this world and in ourselves, despite the work done so far. But you know, yeah, yeah. Let me see something. Just check something. We need, bam. Okay. But yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. I think that's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Ah, man. I wanted to say, so I noticed during my absence, my numbers were just like starting to excel and go crazy. And I didn't know why, but then again, I guess it was just, it was just the material. People like the material that I've been putting out. And I couldn't be any more than thankful. Like, honestly, on some real stuff, like, y'all mess with me. Like, I'm trying my best not to curse. I'm really trying. So if I come off weird every now and then until I get my greatest flow of like eliminating cursing, it's gonna be some little weirdness here and there. But like, no, I really appreciate you all for messing with me. Like, for real, because it's like, I don't know what I can say. Honestly, I really don't. I really don't. I really don't know what I can say other than I appreciate it. Like, I swear I appreciate it so much. Honest to God truth. It's one of the reasons, honestly, I picked up my consistency up until the last 2 weeks, that's what bummed me out the most. I was like, damn, I wanted to stay true to my weekly thing, but and then after that, I was like, okay, I don't want them to think something bad happened to me, but I'm always make my way back here, always, baby, always. It's actually getting late. I wanna go chill, relax for a little bit, but what I'll do is I'll be right back. But it's nothing for me. I teleport. I mean, be there, be back. What is time, baby? What is time? Only thing we know is that this is 177, so we know that's what's up. You know that. But I'll be right back, and I do appreciate you all's patience. Thank you. I'm back, just like that. I miss teleporting, man. I really do. I miss teleporting, Oh, man. Welcome back. This here is that By the Way, podcast. I did want to give. I wanted to give my thoughts on Invincible. I feel like I started a thing about it. I don't know if you all watch the show or not. Hopefully you do. But it's so funny. I can't think of everything right now. But when I like, well, they cleared up some things. Um, but when I really think about, what was I gonna say? I forgot what it was. Forgot what it was. But anyway, um, Invincible, good show, good show, good show, good show. I will say that I am not blown away by the artwork. I feel like it was better in season one. Um, Thrag, in my opinion, the I guess the powerful villain of the show. He looks like he has baby face, like baby fat face, and I don't feel like his face was articulated correctly. I don't feel like his face was articulated correctly. Um, yeah, it's a lot of puffiness in the artwork. But outside of that, I have no problem with the show. Well, there was a couple other moments, like one of them. Oh man, it's so funny. On one of them, all right, the one where he was healing on that planet. When he like woke up, he looked like a Mexican guy. Like he looked like he even changed like races. It was weird. I know they were trying to show him like probably initiated, coming back from the brink of death type. So I guess that was like maybe the look they were trying to go. He was just exhausted, drained, and they did a good part on expressing that type of emotion. But the overall base artwork, it looked like they changed his race. I don't, yeah, it's genetics type deal. But even on other parts, they don't draw him correctly, in my opinion. I feel like I don't want to say cheapen it, but it's not as detailed as I feel like it should be, in my opinion. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? But overall, still a good show. I would definitely like for them to improve that aspect, if at all possible, because I feel like it's supposed to be at least two more seasons. At least, I believe, two more seasons. I think we would love to go for 3 or 4, but I think it's supposed to be at least 2 more seasons. So hopefully they can get it together. They can do it the right way. Yeah, all goodness about the show. One thing I will say is that I thought about this before, and it's not even just about this show. It's about any other show. Sometimes us as receivers, us as consumers of art, we have to have some wisdom. We have to have some grace. We have to have some patience, and I think ultimately it's because how I'm coming into my art. My art is what I give you, and you either like it and understand it or you don't, type deal. So I place that same. I'm not a hypocrite, so I place that same ideology on an unconscious level, subconscious level, on things that I get from other people as well. So I can never get something and be like, well, why isn't it like this, or it should have been this way? Like, who am I to say what their creation should and shouldn't be? You know what I mean? So once you understand that notion and just that entire aspect of it, you have a receptiveness, a clean, clear receptiveness that I definitely have for the show. One thing I want to say, and I'm saying that in regards to this thing that I was actually about to say. So one thing about the show that I dislike, and I don't want to come on here talking about things that I dislike. I feel like that's not what I want to do with this platform. But If you just understand the conversation, I think you'll get me. I like the show. I like the show. I wish that the show gave more episodes. I've been doing a lot of like, looking at Justice League, Smallville, just all different types of, not even just DC or anything like that. But I would look at the number of episodes that we would receive like almost 2 decades ago. And don't get me wrong, hopefully I don't sound like one of those old people like times are changing and shaking my fist type deal. But I really do wish that we had more than 8 episodes. I'm gonna just throw some numbers off my head. I could be wrong. It's a good chance I'm wrong. It's a good chance I'm not. But I actually do not know how many episodes Friends had per season. But I do know that they had a lot of episodes. But if I'm not mistaken, I feel like shows back in the day had anywhere between 22 to 26 episodes per season. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Smallville was like that. I think if it wasn't 16, 18, 22 or something like that, I think Vampire Diaries was the same way. There were a few shows I didn't watch on CW. It wasn't my jam. There was a lot of them actually, but just in general, I noticed that there were way more episodes on in seasons on different shows. So if a season was to come back, that means way more than that really means something. You know what I mean? But yeah. I know times are changing. You know what's so funny to me? So I used to think that like TV show, they would shoot it during the summer or wherever they are, and then from the fall, from October to like maybe April, we would get the episodes. And recently, I have a small inclination that they're like shooting stuff like weeks or days before it's actually put out. I just get that feeling like that's how it is now. Now, if it was back then, I feel like maybe the world was moving in a much more smoother machine. But I think we all kind of feel like somehow, some way, in some weird way, the overall world is like breaking down slowly in our faces. I don't know why that is, but it seems like it is, though. Yeah, I'm still flabbergasted by the amount of air in bags of chips, bags like cereal bags, anything with it, like dry processing. I'm still flabbergasted by how much air is in these bags. Like, you're not even getting product. But hey, I'm not here for that either. I will just mention it and move on. But yeah, overall good show, Invincible. I don't know, maybe I should look up the directors and the writers of that show. I think that's pretty cool. But also Invincible, you all need a voice actor. Hit up Mr. Bush, hit me up. You already know. I will. I'll definitely. Come on now, I'll definitely get in the studio and do what's needed. Hopefully, it's a dope character. Yeah, I would like a dope character. We'll see what I can get, but more importantly, yeah. That's my spiel on Invincible. Good show. You all should check it out. Good show. What else? So lately, I've been back in the studio. Yes. I have been. I don't want to say rapping my ass off, but I've been attempting to get back into the vibe of rapping my ass off. I like rapping my ass off. And when I rap my ass off, I I artistically get in a very strong, thick, forceful bubble. And that is so easily and like I subconsciously strengthen that force without even knowing it by just doing me. And right now, I feel like the force isn't as strong as it used to be, but in so many ways, it still has remnants of what it used to be. So it has the opportunity to be better. So I'm just expressing myself. I'm just recording. I'm just making music, and it feels good. It feels really good. Feels like therapy, you know, words and conversations and things in your heart and mind that don't really have, that are stuck there and unknown while being stuck there, but also being felt. So felt with no understanding of why you feel the ways you do without being able to truly express or highlight or even acknowledge those feelings, those understandings. That's one of the reasons why music is so powerful. You know, right now I'm in the process of taking my music to the next level. Like I don't want to just say the words to you. I want to absorb the words into you. You know, flow has always been important to me. So I believe now more than ever, flow with some good singing, some good melodies are what will get it there. You know, I want my music to be healing. You know, but also at the same time, you know, that's the aftermath. I'm the beginning. You know what I mean? So what I want to do is be able to express myself. I want to be able to enjoy my expression. I want to enjoy it just like you all enjoy hearing it. You know, if I made music that you all like hearing, but it was hell to make for me, that wouldn't be good. It would, like, I don't know what that would be. You know what I mean? But like finding an equilibrium between where we both meet, we both like, and we're both satisfied by what I give and what you receive. I think that's a beautiful homeostasis, you know. And you know, my music is back. I was a little a little intimidated by the time that had gone by from like me not recording like I usually do. You know, I didn't want to, of course. That's the dryer. I'm in the basement. I didn't want to, but you know, it life happened the way it happened. So what happened needed to happen, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I was burnt out. I didn't have my motivation, my inspiration. I didn't know where or what I wanted to go. It was a lot going on, and to be honest with you, I needed to just hone in on my life, handle what was coming to me, and allowing it to build and create and move my character the way it needed to be moved and grown. And I had to take a break from my art, but I wasn't really taking a break from my art. You know, it's the life lived that means so much, just as the time on the mic. So understanding that, and you know, putting that into perspective, and you know, understanding that nothing is lost. You know, there's something from everything, and you have to be aware of that. You know, one thing now, one of the reasons that actually helped me come back to potting, not just music, and I actually do apologize. I told you all, I almost got into like some weird ruck, but there's this store, this liquor store. I was grabbing some beer. I didn't get any wine this time, but there's a guy in there who like has a very similar structured build to me, with like the same color. We both have long hair, dreads. We both thin, tall, and have facial hair. You know what I mean? So I had noticed. I hadn't gone there for a while, like a few months, and I hadn't gone there. Like I said, I hadn't gone there, but like I hadn't saw him since I hadn't been going there. But even when I went, like the times before, I didn't see him. There was this other guy in there. So it was a short, light skinned guy with dreads. He was a cool dude, real cool dude. And I remember I asked about him one time. I was like, the dude that looked like me. It was actually the time before last time. And they were like, yeah, he's still working. I was like, all right, cool, that's what's up. And last time I was in there, I think yesterday actually, I went in there and I saw him. I was like, oh, what's up, man? We had a good talk, whatever. And he was telling me that he had his first child, and he told me he had taken off a couple weeks, and it really hurt him. But he gonna try to do what he can, make up and do what he gotta do. And I said, look here, bro, don't worry about none of that. What happened because it was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Don't down yourself. Like, everything is happening to us. It's about how we respond to these things. You know what I mean? Don't allow your nervous system to be shot or in some uncomfortable state because of blah blah blah. Your child is going to show you. I'm pretty sure he gets it that the child is a treasure, and nothing to ever really regret in any form or fashion. And I do know sometimes there is a fear with birth, but it's understandable. If you're struggling to stabilize and keep yourself in your own life afloat while in the so-called society or matrix, whatever the case may be, and you're struggling in that, you don't want to necessarily pull a kid into that and be struggling trying to make sure this child is soothed, educated, loved, just overall invested in. You know what I mean? So I do understand the discrepancies and the somewhat fear, but once you make it past certain stages, you just enjoy your child, man. You enjoy your child, you enjoy your day, you enjoy the process, you enjoy the growth, you enjoy the journey, and you do your best to balance yourself so that you can do it to your maximum. And you use your mind to learn how to flow and control what it is that you do with your family and how you guide, and learning from your mistakes, learning from the mistakes of others, and just doing your best, and hopefully your best creates a childhood, a mindset, a personality for a child that feels confident, amazing. Sometimes we don't always feel great and all that other stuff, but look, I'll get back to the story. But I saw him, and we had a real good talk, and he was working, so we couldn't like sit there and chat. But I was just telling him, like, anything that happens that is looked at as a problem, look like, okay, this is the universe's opportunity to make me better. This is only gonna make you better. It's only gonna change you. And I told him, like, I think he said he was 27 or 28. I think he said he was 28. And when he found out that I was 35, he was shocked, because he was like, bro, you don't look anything like your age. I was like, I appreciate that, bro. And it's so funny. So a few minutes later, I got my like heart and everything shattered. But anyway, I was telling him, just like, anything that is perceived as a problem is just the universe's opportunity to make you better, to strengthen you. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. Right after I left, he was actually getting off of work, and we chopped it up just briefly, outside. But yeah, talking to him, it was like, you know what? I gotta get back I got to get back to the show. You know, the people, they need me, and I wanted to put them on. I'll tell them about it next time. Next time I have to see them, but um, yeah, like it motivated me. Let me know, like, you know what? There's a place I need to be, and I'm not being there. I need to get mine back. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say ass, but I tried to clean it up a little bit. So that's why I said if things sound weird, it's just me editing myself as I go. You know, I want to be a good communicator. You know, you don't have to use curse words, um, you know, to get your point across. You really don't. And that's one thing I do know. So, so yeah. Oh, thing that broke and shattered my heart. So after I got the can that I wanted, and I went to I was talking to him briefly, and then we, you know, parted ways, walked away. I got in line, and when I got in line, I was, you know, about to pay for my stuff, so I pulled out my wallet, and I was about to swipe my card, but before I swipe my card, sometimes they'll like card me, and it's so funny that they card me because I know I don't look like I'm underage. Plus, I have like grays in my beard now. Yeah, I got some nice grays in my beard, and well, they're more like white. Yeah, they're more like white silver in my beard. But anyway, so I go like, you want to see my ID? And she's like, yeah, you know what? Actually, I will. I was like, all right, cool. So I showed it to her, and she squinted a little bit, and I was like, 1990, and I was like, it's crazy. Yeah, I said something like, what did I say? I said it's crazy. Something about, you know, they act like they don't see these grays. Yeah, I think that's what I said. People act like they don't see these grays sometimes. I don't know why. Like, I'm clearly over the age. And she said something, and she was like, oh, 90, you don't look like the year you was born. Like, you look older. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, I was like, what year you whatever from? And she said 88. No, she didn't. Her friend said 87 or 88 or something like that. And then she said 88. And she was like, yeah, you look older than me. And I'm like, I said, okay. I didn't even want to argue a fight. She actually did look young and good. I'm not gonna lie. She looked young, not young, but she didn't look 35. But then again, I don't know what 35 looks like, because every time, all right, what is it called? In different timelines, different ages of people look differently. So when I was like a kid, 35-year-olds look different than what they look like now. If you ask me, and that could just be a thing, but I think that is the case. But yeah, she was like, I look older than her, and she's 2 years older than me, and I maybe I don't know, but I don't think I don't know. Don't really care too much. One thing I will say is that I've definitely come to terms with my white hair, my gray hair. I'm gonna just call it gray hair. My gray hair on my beard. Now it's only on my beard, nowhere else on my body. Like, not my head, nothing, nowhere else. And at first I used to pick them. I'd be in the bathroom with some tweezers, just picking away. Over time, it got to a point where, like, it's no point, and like, it's too many. You know what I mean? But it's not like too many where it looks like I don't even look like I have salt and pepper. You just only see them if you actually look at my face. Outside of that, it's still all dark, mainly black. You know, black, not mainly black. And but yeah, it took me a while to come to terms and accept my gray hair. It really did. Yeah, it really did. Really did. But hey, let me do a commercial. Let me try not to hurt you. And then come in like Herschel, not Walker. But when I walk out, I just like to talker and I threw it, but when I threw it, it wasn't up. It was vomit. I had to understand that everything's a comet. It shoots off with a light, like pay homage. You know, not Hanukkah, but pay homage. You know, and then you won't even have to rummage through everything in your stomach. Just pay. No, let me stop. I'm going. But no, I was like, "Where are you going with that freestyle?" I do not know. I do not know. But I can say, check out our the BTWT first edition. I will put the link down in the description and you can grab that merch. Yeah, grab that merch. Yeah, go and grab that merch. Grab that merch. Yeah, if you want to twerk in that merch, grab that merch. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, grab you some merch. Again, it's the BTWT first edition, and I like them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I like them. You know, I've always said it's a telepathic communication. So you see somebody out and about, and they do on. You know what I'm saying? Give them a head nod, dap them up, handshake, hug, kiss them on the cheek, massage their shoulders, kiss their hand, rub their hand, make sure their hand is nice and warm. You know, get any kinks or twinks out of their biceps. If they need a butt massage, maybe men want butt massages from women too. You know, like massage them right there on the spot. Both of y'all rub each other down. You know, smile at each other. Make sure they be like, somebody told you they love you today. They didn't. All right, well, you know, but tell them. If y'all speak different languages, pull some translators out. You know, hit up Google. You know, if y'all got an extra sandwich in your bag, they got some chips, pull them out. Have a picnic right there on the sidewalk. Let people walk around you. This is that. By the way, F everybody. It's us. So, well, not F everybody. I love everybody, but you get what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? So, yeah, appreciate each other. You know what I'm saying? If they got some gum that they just started chewing, they got a little bit more flavor, but they got no more. Let them know. If you want the little piece, share that gum. Share if you got a little sweetness, a little flavor left, share that gum. That's what I want for you all. I love my hustlers. I know I'm crazy. I know. They're like, this dude, what the is he talking about? But no, it's a telepathic communication. So go ahead and grab your BTWT. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, thank you. Also, if you would like to donate, support the show, you can definitely do so via PayPal at Wickush. That is WICKUSH. Again, that's WICKUSH. And more than gracious, more than grateful. You have no idea. I'm thankful for all of you all. I really am. And I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to grow, and I want to continue to be able to make the right decisions and improve in the right ways. And so, yeah, if you'd like to support, you'd like to donate, you can definitely do so via PayPal at Wickush, WICKUSH. And lastly, for all my businesswomen, businessmen, creators, you can definitely save 15% at Link App. Link App, their tech allows you to connect instantaneous just by a tap. You know, from a phone, back of your phone, they got like a little RFD, like Eminem tab. Just put it to your phone. It links to your account. You out and about, you see somebody, y'all talking, boom, you just tap your phone. They get all your info. They can see your products, your services, however you set up your homepage. You know, whatever you like for them to listen to, the whole nine. You know what I mean? So check out Link App, and I believe that it could definitely help you all. See, like, this is one thing you got to understand. If you're anything like me, you starting from the bottom, right? You don't have $1 million this. You ain't got $100,000 budget this and that. You don't have none of this. You don't have a billboard. You don't have none of that, right? Only thing you have is you, right? So you keep your dream alive. You wear your shirt. You walk around advertising you. You know, if you got Link app, you walk around, you have conversations with people, you put your product on, you push it, and you push it out there. Until people work with you, work for you, whatever the case may be, you have to be that number one thing. So, I'd hope that you all can link and put you in the right places to be utilized correctly and get the most, for your flame, for your energy, for your fire. But ultimately, you have to get out there. You know what I mean? So it's up to us to do our part. So I will put the link down in the description, and you all make those moves. And if I'm not mistaken, that's it. I do got some music. I got some music for any new listeners. I did put a project out this year. I did. I want to put out another one. Not yet. I'm getting close. Well, I don't know if I'm getting close. I'm working. But I did put out Pain Made Me earlier this year, so go check that out. If you want, I'll put that link in the description, so you can find that very easily, or go back and listen to it again. It's some dope vibes on there, dope vibes. But more importantly, I just want to say I thank you all for supporting me. I'm glad you all have not forsaken me. Even though I took 2 weeks off, it's like I'm just thankful. I'm thankful, and I'm not gonna lie, I really needed it. Not that anything here was overwhelming. Everything here is great, honestly. It's perfect, to be honest with you. It's really perfect. But just the overall journey of being able to be self-sufficient and make the complete moves, and allow opportunities and things to come my way that allow me to put myself in a certain position. That weighs on me. I'm not gonna lie. Being a father and wanting to be able to make sure that I help out and give in the ways that I know I want to, as well as the ways I know that I need. But I try my best to focus, on what's in front of me. And when I focus on what's in front of me, I'm doing amazing good work. So I try my best to remember that, how important it is to teach my daughter the things that she's learning. She knows her numbers now. She knows her shapes. She's not even 2, you know what I mean? And these are things that I go over with her every day, you know what I mean? And me and her mom read her stories, and we just invest in her, you know what I mean? So I want to be able to make sure that I can provide for her. That's the most important thing, and that's what weighs on me from time to time. Not even just her, but myself as well. And that's what weighs on me. So it has nothing to do about you all. It's just something about like me being able to solidify the security of my heart, my mind. It's really just that, honestly. It's really just that. But I'm not the only one. There's other people going through things, and I'm not sitting here looking for no boohoo haha for me. I know that we're all on the journey, and I like that we're on it together with some of you all. I really do. I really value you all. I really do. You all are an amazing group of people that I'm thankful for. I'm truly thankful for. I am truly, truly, truly thankful for. So I'm going to do my best to be as transparent and be as beneficial to you all's mindsets, brain mainframes. And I just want you all to be good. I really do. I want you to be able to be honest with yourself. And I want the honesty in yourself to be able to change. I want the growth in you to be able to change. I want you to be able to do more. I want to be able to do more. Life is about living, so let's live it. You know what I mean? And create and let ourselves become what we need to be. Even if we don't see the truest, fullest vision, if you put the truest and fullest work in, you don't need to see it. You'll become it. You know, the thing is, one day will you be able to identify the feeling with the mentality? You know, that's what being conscious is. And I think if you put the work in and you take care of your body, you take care of your mind, you just keep living. You just keep doing your best. So, meanwhile, I'm gonna get out of here. I mess with you all heavy. You already know that. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm back in that studio. Back in that studio. I'm gonna get out of here. I love you all. Don't forget Harataki, 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 Harataki. Get you some. Get you some. Keep yourself clean. Take care of yourself. Until next time. Peace.